Well, we're in a specialized business supporting the boating industry. So we service, sell, and install marine electronic products and systems. So that ranges anything from something pretty easy, a stereo system, to something more common like a navigational system, GPS chart plotters. There's no highway signs on the water, so you have to know where you're going. The chart plotter will guide you towards the right port for safety. And then we sell products that do let you find out what's on the bottom of the ocean for fish finding, for dive wrecking. And then there's other types of systems for navigation in the fog, radar systems. So we provide a whole suite of products, anything stemming from the safety side of boating to the communication side to entertainment. The business started back 1990 here on the Cape. We centralized in the Mid-Cape area and the Hyannis area. We recently just moved to a Yarmouth location to have more space for growth. We've got a showroom where we set up the electronics side by side so people can come in and test drive, and they can compare the various brands. So our company is known as a servicing dealership. So the manufacturers recommend the consumers to come to our location. They walk through a suite of products to fit their portfolio of what will fit in the vessel and fit their budget. And then we also offer training on those products. They come back for training, and we may go to the vessel for training purposes.
So it's such a specialized industry and very niche market. How did you get into this industry?
So I started up, actually, when I was a child, I was boating with my father. I always loved the attraction of the water. Coming out of high school, I went into the U.S. Coast Guard. This is back a few years ago, back in the late 70s, and I focused on electrical systems, electronic systems. So at that time, back in the late 70s, we just did navigational systems and depth sounders and there were ship radars. And coming out of the Coast Guard, I decided not to work in the city. I decided to live on Cape Cod. So we came down to the Cape after turning down some other types of large corporation jobs in Boston, and decided to start a family here in the Cape. I took a job working for some existing electronic shops and developed my career there. And then I went to night school, got some business experience, some management experience, and eventually decided it was time to...
You mentioned that you went to night school to get some business experience. So this is a radio program designed towards business owners and sharing the story. So tell us a little bit why you decided that you needed that experience and how valuable that experience has been in running your company and growing your business over the years.
I think, well, without that experience, I think a lot of businesses have difficulties, especially if you're a sole proprietor starting up with, say your wife in my case, and maybe another couple people. Someone has to be on board who has the business savvy to know the bookkeeping side of it, to know what type of agreements you should get involved in with the consumer and not. So I decided to get a management degree prior to starting up in order to have enough wisdom to make the right decisions right from the go-get.